Wow! Turtleneck gang, what the fuck going on? Usually I say we back with a goodie, but today it's a serious moment. Today it is not a laughing matter. Today we're gonna be reacting to a bunch of doctors not taking their job seriously. I get it, Turtleneck gang. Sometimes taking on a huge responsibility and putting on a uniform like this and being a superhero like myself, sometimes we, get a little distracted. Sometimes we get a little out of hand with the responsibility. Like, look at me, Turtleneck gang. I'm on the clock, smoking a J. But I gotta get these reactions for y'all, Turtleneck gang. Today gonna be a motherfucking goodie. So grab your popcorn, grab your bay, put your phone on silent. Let's get this party started. Today, we will be reacting to motherfucking nurse arrested for following hospital policies. We're gonna get straight into it, turn that game. We ain't gonna waste no time. I refuse to get fired today on this beautiful day. If you're new to the channel, hit that like and sub button for me for the one time. Don't be no hating ass nigga like the rest of them. Let's get straight into it.
The disturbing video comes from the inside of an emergency room, and the woman screaming, a burn unit nurse who is being arrested by a Salt Lake City police officer.
Salt Lake City. It goes down in Salt Lake City. Fuck that state. I'm gonna just come flat out and say, fuck Utah.
Then walk.
The incident, captured by police and hospital cameras, happened in July. But now the district attorney says he wants a criminal investigation.
If she doesn't
I would too,
Salt Lake
shit.
City Police.
University of Utah nurse Alex Wubbles says she was just doing her job, following hospital protocol by refusing to let
That's what they
police
all
run a
say.
blood sample from an unconscious patient.
Patient under arrest? Nope.
Wubbles says Detective Jeff Payne demanded a blood sample from a car crash victim who was in a coma and severely burned. His truck smashed by a car racing from police, according to local media.
I ain't gonna lie, turn that game from personal experience. I'm gonna be straight honest with y'all. I ain't even gonna lie. Utah got some of the worst fucking drivers ever, bro. It's like they give anybody a driver's license out there turning game. And like this is coming from a nigga that like recently got his like driver's license and like on the road like legally and safe. Cause we practice safety first turning the game. But Utah, Salt Lake City especially have some of the worst fucking drivers in the world turning that game. I'm talking about I've been on State Street before and saw an 8-year-old, you heard, with a bottle of tequila in his lap driving a car. And this wasn't no Flintstone mobile turning game. This nigga wasn't pedaling with his feet, you heard. This nigga was in his high seat with like two textbooks stacked on top of each other. I didn't even know the little nigga was doing geometry in school. But hey, this shit is crazy, turning nigga. I can't make this shit up.
Wubbles calmly explains the policy for obtaining blood.
The three things that allow us to do that are if you have an electronic warrant, patient consent, or patient under arrest. And neither of those things, the patient can't consent.
She even gets her supervisor on the phone, who backs her up. The tension only escalates.
She's the one that has told me no. Okay. Okay. No, we're done. We're done. You're under arrest. We're going. We're done.
Salt Lake City's police chief apologized and said what happened was unacceptable.
Yeah, it wasn't unacceptable. And you know what else is unacceptable? Chief Mike Brown coming on to camera in 4K with no fucking hair, bro. Fuck is wrong with you? You look like a shaved potato after you soak it in water and clean it and wash it off. Like this nigga look crazy. Like this nigga giving Steve Wilkos vibe. Turn on that game. Like this nigga is giving Pup Patrol vibes. Like check him out. Like I bet you want to wear a uniform like this, Officer Chief Mike Brown, but you can't. Real superheroes wear uniforms like this, sir. Sorry. And we get the smoke on the job. Sorry.
I was alarmed by what I saw in the video. I want to be very clear. We take this very seriously.
I hope
For
so,
now, Rubbles
pussy.
isn't filing a lawsuit.
I feel very strongly in giving people the benefit of the doubt. And I truly believe that he was honest in his apology and sincere in his willingness to try and make change and make things better.
Police released.
Turtleneck gang. Yeah, let's give it up for Alex Webble. Let's give it up for Nurse Webble, man. Come on. Miss Webble. Miss Webble. Shouts to Miss Webble, man. Sorry you had to go through that.
Out charges that day,
This
and
was
he was
definitely a
held in
what in the
custody for
mayonnaise
3
moment,
minutes.
Turtleneck gang.
He said in a written report that his watch commander advised him to arrest the nurse for interfering with a police investigation. Payne and another officer now on administrative leave as internal investigators look into this startling incident. Dan Simon, CNN, Salt Lake City.
If you're African American male and you don't currently live in Utah, stay the fuck out of Utah, bro. It's a weird ass state, man. That shit got no seasoning. There's no seasoning out there. I'm sorry, Miss Webble had to go through that, Nurse Webble. Salt Lake City Police Department is filled with dickheads. Fuck Salt Lake City. If you disagree, don't care, tell your granny about it. Turtleneck gang, y'all comment below and let me know what the fuck y'all think about these clown cakes. Moving on to the next fucking vid. You thought we was done? We on a motherfucking series, Turtleneck gang. Next up, Turtleneck gang. I can't believe I got this uniform. I'm disappointed, Turtleneck gang. I can't believe they allowing everybody to be a doctor like myself. This is a responsibility that need to be taken seriously, Turtleneck gang, when this uniform is put on the body. No game shall be played with these people's life, Turtleneck gang. Even if I'm dealing with a person I don't care about their life, Turtleneck gang. I am Dr. Turtleneck! I'm fucking sad. This is an unfortunate situation, Turtleneck gang. Next up, we got a California doctor arrested for allegedly poisoning her husband with drain cleaner. I can't make this shit up, Turtleneck gang. Drain cleaner. Drain cleaner. She tried to take him off the scoreboard, Turtleneck gang. Turtleneck gang. She tried to take the nigga off the scoreboard, Turtleneck gang. Let's check bro hard. Shit ain't beating Turtleneck gang. The nigga is dead, Turtleneck gang. She tried to take boy off the scoreboard, Turtleneck gang. We're gonna get straight into it.
Tonight, a California dermatologist is accused of poisoning her husband using Drano, and he says he caught it all on a hidden home camera.
You could see her go into the sink and take out a large red bottle and pour a little bit into the cup.
Dr. Emily Yu was arrested last week on suspicion of poisoning her husband.
Hold on, what's her name? You? He said you twice, so I'm bugging, Turtleneck gang. It can't be the weed. It can't be. It can't be the Mary Jane. Did I hear what I just heard? What's her name?
Was arrested last week on suspicion of poisoning her husband, radiologist Dr. Jack Chen, according to the Irvine Police Department. His attorney says Chen was diagnosed with gastritis earlier in the summer and started wondering if it might have a sinister cause.
He also started to notice that there was a chemical taste in what he would make in the morning as a he calls it a tea. It's a hot lemonade.
In July, setting up a camera to see if his suspicions were correct.
So Dr. Yu so knew what his pattern and preferences was and what he did in the morning that she slipped right in and was administering this poison. We don't know for how long she had been doing it.
The request for a restraining order stating the video Chen took, quote, shows me taking a sip of my still hot lemonade, covering my cup with saran wrap, and then of Emily taking the Drano from under the sink, removing the covering to pour the Drano, and then replacing the cellophane. Yu was arrested last week after Chen went to police with video evidence of 3 incidents in July. She was released from custody just 1 day later after posting bond of $30,000. Chen obtained that temporary restraining order after the arrest, in it claiming Yu and her mother were abusive toward him and their 2 children for years.
Turtleneck gang. What in the compound chicken is going on? Turtleneck gang, what the fuck is going on in the world? Turtleneck gang. If my eyes haven't seen it all, Turtleneck gang, they thugging and bugging in the world. Not only like we not let's just get into it first. Like let's just get into the fact that like she has the bag, no doubt about it. Like of course she gonna get out. Like they asking for usually you gotta pay like 10% or 30 G's. She's out of there. You know she getting out mad fast. Come on now. She's a doctor. But yo, Doctor you, do you see what you done? Doctor you, do you see what you caused? Doctor you the reason why you in jail right now. You bugging. She tried to take her husband out. Like, yo, if I haven't seen it all, man, it be your own people turning that game. Watch your back. Make sure you 30 steps ahead of every situation turning the game. Stay on your tippy toes. Do not go out like no sucker turning that game. I tell you because I love y'all. This shit is crazy.
It was Dr. Chen getting on video her poisoning him that he finally broke the cycle of violence and said, I'm protecting the kids in Maine.
In a statement, Yu's
Word.
attorney saying she denies the attempted poisoning, writing in part, as a well-respected physician, her goal has always been to help people and never to harm people. Accordingly, she also strongly denies her husband's claims of abusing him and their children emotionally and physically.
You, Emily, you. Don't know why your name is twice in your name, but that's besides the point. If you swear up and down, right, to whatever you believe in, that you didn't try to poison your husband, and your goal always been to help people and never to harm people, then what the fuck are you doing on that camera? Like, what the fuck did he catch you doing in camera? Like, putting sugar? Like, what the fuck were you doing? Like, did you get that confused with a bottle of like Gatorade or Pedialyte? Like, you thought you was giving him electrolytes or something? Were you adding electrolytes to like his beverage, like his tea? Like what the fuck you had going on? Turtleneck gang. Drop a bomb for you. Fuck wrong with this bitch? Clown cakes come all shapes and sizes, Turtleneck gang.
They are concerned, quote, false allegations have been made by her husband in an attempt to gain an advantage in his recently filed divorce and custody case against her. Do you think there's any other way to interpret that video other than what you're saying, the poisoning?
No, no,
Poisoning
no.
your
3
significant
times.
other is
3 times
crazy.
captured on video. Not just once, 3 times. So this is not a mistake.
Chin and his attorney filing for that divorce the same day they filed for a protective order.
We certainly have to take the shame off of men who are victims of abuse.
And Stephen Romo joins us now.
That is a fact. But we not gonna get into that on this right now in this video. But that is a fact. I'm glad he said that. We need to stop normalizing that shit, Turtleneck gang. That shit get overlooked, Turtleneck gang. But out on this channel, pussy. Lock her ass up.
What comes
Fuck
next
wrong
for
with
Emily
her?
Yu and Jack Chen?
Yeah, well, Chen's lawyer tells us right now they're hoping for charges to actually be brought against Emily. Anything from spousal abuse to attempted murder, but so far the DA has not brought those charges, and her attorney denies any wrongdoing in this case. As for Chen himself, his attorney says he's still recovering from what happened, saying that the throat swelling, irritation, all those stomach issues continue to clear up. Meanwhile, Gotti, their divorce is also still pending.
Turtleneck gang. Maybe some of y'all can explain this to me. Why the fuck does divorce take so long to get filed? Like in situations like this, like the nigga got 3 different videos, like 3 different occasions of the bitch trying to poison a nigga with the same kind of like cleaner, like sink cleaner. Like what the fuck going on? Like the same day that he filed a restraining order against the bitch, like they should have filed like for the divorce. Like why shit like that take so long? Like I think it's an inside like fucking job where it's like they looking back on it like, let's wait it out and see which fucking partner dies first, so we could just like don't have to go to court and waste our time taking this shit to court. Like, let's just see who gonna die first. Like, nigga already got drain cleaner in his body, turtleneck gang. What y'all think? Maybe I'm thinking about it in the wrong light. But moving on, y'all drop a motherfucking bomb for this clown cake ass bitch. She tried to take her husband off the scoreboard, turtleneck gang. That is unacceptable. Fuck wrong with her? She's out of line. I don't know what she got going on. Hopefully she think about her bad decisions and miss her kids and think about a new profession while her ass is locked up. Moving on to the next video. Y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about this bitch. This clown. Next up, in a motherfucking world full of copycats, we got a teen arrested for impersonating a doctor. Now, why the fuck would he do something like that? How dare somebody do something like that, turtleneck gang? How dare someone put on a fucking uniform pretending to work a profession that they never worked in their life? How dare someone do that? That is such an insult and so disrespectful to people that actually wake up every morning and do their job. I feel beyond disrespected right now, turtleneck gang. Like my heart is shattered right now, turtleneck gang. I cannot believe this is happening right now. I can't believe my eyes is witnessing this right now, turtleneck gang. This is a sad moment. We're gonna get straight into it. I could tell picture by the thumbnail, turtleneck gang. He deserved everything that he's about to get. He deserved it. How the fuck you gonna impersonate a doctor? You're just a teenager, bro. Stay in school, kids.
Malachi Love Robinson, the teen
Doctor
busted
shit
out
ain't
of
no
his Florida
joke.
clinic in handcuffs.
Malachi, they say you've been practicing medicine without a license?
Sitting down with ABC News overnight, released from jail early Wednesday morning on a $21,000 bail after being busted in a sting operation in West Palm Beach, caught allegedly giving a medical exam to an undercover officer.
Were you a doctor of anything? Anything at all?
I do currently hold a PhD in what I don't feel comfortable disclosing because that is not the issue here.
But you
the
treat
issue
people
that
at your
I face
office.
now is accusations.
The 18-year-old.
Whoa. Listen, teen. You're a little too feisty right now, alright? If you got a PhD, we need to know where and in what field. Because right about now, you're lying. Right about now, you're under the conspiracy of impersonating a doctor. So we need some proof, bro. If the proof's in the motherfucking pudding, well, share some of the goddamn pudding. Because I'm starving, pussy.
Facing serious accusations from police, 7, including grand theft, and allegedly practicing medicine without a license. And last month, he proudly showed off his medical center to our affiliate, WPFB.
This is
Wow.
University Life Medical Center.
But peel back the tape, and the sign on the door has his name and these 2 crucial letters, MD.
That sign on the door was actually due to be changed. There are many types of degrees out there that hold the title as doctor, whether they are a physicist or an engineer. Just because someone has the title doctor in front of their name does not necessarily imply MD.
Have you had training?
I have shadowed many doctors.
You're saying your training comprises shadowing other doctors, real doctors.
I'm not doubting your training, bro. But if you wanna, master your craft in your profession like me, young buck, hit my email. ronwiththeglick@icloud.com. I'll give you some pointers. That's if you're not locked up right now, pussy.
That's your training in medicine.
Your training comprises of a lot of things.
But you weren't in med school.
Exactly. So I am not portraying as an MD.
Stop stuttering.
I never said that I've gone to school to be a MD.
But the teen who goes by Dr. Love does advertise an array of treatments on his medical center website, including phototherapy, food and air therapy, and naturopathy.
I have been studying this particular field for a while. May not have been 8 years, 9 years, 10 years, but it has been long enough to, I would say, justify what I do.
Including apparently treating the elderly. In a criminal complaint, an 86-year-old woman said he recently treated her for severe stomach pain, paying him nearly $3,500.
What services did you provide in exchange for that money?
I can tell you this. Accusations.
I'ma come out and say it. He ate her pussy from the back, turtleneck gang. I never tried it personally, but I had someone tell me that someone tried it on them and it stopped stomach pain. So most likely this is what he did, you know. Not everybody's fortunate enough to, be an actual doctor like myself, but I heard like if you eat the eye from the back, it'll stop the stomach pain. To each his own, my boy. If you like the chocolate pudding, dig in.
Are merely accusations,
This is
and
insane.
services you'd have to define that. Whether she paid for me to just show up, that's up to her.
You're not denying the fact that she paid you $3,500 or so, correct?
No, I am denying that.
Are you a fraud? Because it seems like everything you're saying to me is either evasive or an outright lie.
I don't appreciate your tone.
Ooh.
I don't appreciate the way you're portraying this interview to actually be.
And then a moment we didn't expect.
Are you in big trouble? I mean, it seems like you've spoken to a lawyer who's prepared you to talk not only to the media, but the police as well.
I don't know where you're receiving this information from, but it is inaccurate. I'm sorry, I'm going to have to cut this interview short. I'm going to have to cut this interview short.
And in fact, he did, walking out the door.
Now, we have a standing offer to Malachi to finish that interview. The teen has not yet been arraigned, but insisted throughout the interview he has done nothing wrong. He has also said that when all this clears up, he intends to open another clinic. Amy, George?
Matt, we always appreciate your
Another
time.
clinic. Another clinic. Turtleneck gang. Do I even gotta say it at this point? This nigga Malachi is thugging and bugging. Like, we not even gonna talk about the fact that he got a funny ass name. That's besides the point. Bro about to open up another clinic after he done with the charges. Like, so with him. Turtleneck gang. I can't make this shit up. This nigga Brain went on a vacation and fell in love with the view. There's no coming back for Buddy Buddy Old Pal. It's over for him. Like, Dino Mike, Turtleneck gang, drop another bomb for this clown cake. Fuck wrong with him? If you want to be a doctor, kids, and you want to save the lives of others, finish school. Don't do drugs. Practice safe sex. Don't be like Malachi and the others you saw in this video. Turtleneck gang. Don't be like these clown cakes. Y'all practice good hygiene. If you're under the age of 18, listen to your parents. Keep your head in them books and off the kitty cat. City boys, we down bad in this video. Malachi made us look really bad. To all the doctors out there worldwide, I apologize on Malachi's behalf. He's obviously a clown cake. He appears to be a clown cake. I'm sorry. So let's take this moment to not kick him while he's down. This is a learning experience. Hopefully when he get out of jail and he's done with his charges and all that, not only do he open up a new center, he goes about it the right way, turning that game. Hopefully he get to be the doctor that I turned myself into. Turning that game. Drop another bomb for Malachi and the other doctors out here doing bad in the world. Y'all comment below and let me know what y'all think about these clown cakes in this fucking video. I can't make this shit up. Turn that game. Love always. Y'all practice good hygiene. I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. We out.